Hello everyone, welcome to A Foreigner Farming in the Philippines, and hopefully this video will not result in the demise of a foreigner farming in the Philippines. But it has, many of you know that I have said in the past that we may be shutting down the channel or taking a big step back, depending on how the farm does. I made that video 6-9 months ago, whatever it was, the We Quit video, kind of outlining some things that were that needed to happen, let's say. And it's not the look. The farm is becoming profitable enough to where we don't need to rely solely on YouTube for our income anymore. And don't get me wrong, YouTube has been good to us in a financial way. But it's a two-way street. YouTube itself has made well over $40,000 as their cut of our earnings. So YouTube has done okay also as a result of the foreigner farming in the Philippines by providing the platform. But once in a while things have come up to where I just I just have concerns. And one of those happened, 10 days, 11 days ago, 12 days ago now. And I just, I have made it a point on this channel to not allow or voice political opinions on this channel. And this really isn't political either, but it's just a thing that I have with YouTube and this whole internet culture that seems to be the norm now in 2023, and has become the norm, most especially over the last 5, 6, 7 years or so. Let me preface this by showing what brought all this on. So on October 30th of just 12, 13 days ago, I received this email from YouTube. Occasionally I'll get an email from YouTube, very rarely, but occasionally. And I was somewhat taken aback, flabbergasted, I guess you could say. And I'll read it to you. It says, "Hi, A Foreigner Farming in the Philippines. We wanted to let you know our team reviewed your content and we think it violates our medical misinformation policy. We know you may not have realized this was a violation of our policies, so we're not applying a strike to your channel. However, we have removed the following content from YouTube." And the video title was "Back for the Last Time." I haven't checked exactly when that was, I don't know exactly when that was published. It was a live stream from years ago now. I think right at the height of COVID, I believe. At the time, I could not even check because they had removed it. And I don't save all our old videos, so I didn't even have the recourse to go back and check what what specifically the violation was. In their email, it just says we think it violates our medical misinformation policy. but didn't give any specifics. Furthermore, it says, we realize this may be disappointing news, but it's our job to make sure that YouTube is a safe place for all. If you think we've made a mistake, you can appeal this decision. You'll find more details below. And I did appeal. What our policy says, YouTube doesn't allow content that poses a serious risk of egregious harm by spreading medical misinformation about currently administered vaccines that are not approved or that are approved and confirmed to be safe and effective by local health authorities and by the World Health Organization. And it has a learn more about it here. It says how we find violations. We use a combination of automated systems and human reviews to detect violations of our community guidelines. And it gives me as a creator things that I can do to remedy this situation. Okay, so I filed the appeal, and I got this email back from them on November 2nd, which was actually pretty quick. Just 3 days, I think. And it says, hi, a foreigner farming in the Philippines. We have reviewed your appeal for the following back for the last time. After taking another look, we can confirm that your content does not violate our community guidelines. Thanks for your patience while we reviewed this appeal. Our goal is to make sure content doesn't violate our community guidelines so that YouTube can be a safe place for all. And sometimes we make mistakes trying to get it right. We're sorry for any frustration our mistakes caused you, and we appreciate you letting us know. And then it goes on. The next paragraph, to make this right, your content has been reinstated. And then any further questions, blah, blah, blah. So the appeal process worked okay. The thing is that I'm pretty sure that the takedown was initiated through an automated, like a word filter. It picks up a word, and then the computer kicks it aside. And this has been a concern of mine for a long time. At one point during COVID, just to mention COVID-19 would get your channel taken down, no questions asked. It happened to hundreds, if not thousands, of YouTube channels. That's why people came up with little codes, the virus, all kinds of things, because YouTube was just no questions asked, the channel's gone, just for the simple thing of mentioning COVID-19. And they've done a lot of other stuff as well, shadow banning anyone who questioned the last presidential election in the United States, election deniers, that kind of thing. They were censoring and banning channels. Whichever side of the political aisle you happen to be on, this sort of thing is concerning to me. So look, the argument is from tech companies that they're private companies and they can implement whatever kind of policies that they deem fit. And on one side of the coin, okay, that's just fine. But they get a special carve-out from the United States government. Special rights and privileges not granted to other businesses. What is it? Title? I forget. I forget what the specific law is, and there was rumors tossed about here and there to take it away from them. But funnily, it all gets shot down. Mr. Zuckerberg testified about it. Several other big tech company bigwigs were hauled before Congress to the United States Congress to ask them just why should we continue to give you guys this break? And of course, follow the money, nothing ever happened, right? My concern is that, look, I don't think anyone was really aware of what was going on and the extent it was going on until the whole Elon Musk Twitter files thing. And look, I think anyone is with an open mind can accept the premise that Twitter, in particular, was openly engaged in censorship and espionage for the United States government. And some believe had an impact on the election. And it wasn't just Twitter. It was a lot of big tech companies. And as a quote unquote little guy, who, me, really don't have much say in the whole matter other than a death-defying leap. That's really the only option. I'm not to that point yet. This whole COVID thing, this thing with YouTube, at one point, mentioning COVID-19 would get you banned. Saying anything about some kind of a Wuhan conspiracy would get you banned. Who knows? I might still get banned. Just I'm going to get to the World Health Organization here in this line of thought and YouTube's premise for why they're doing what they're doing. So COVID-19 was a virus that occurred naturally in the wild, I believe, among bats. And basically what happened is they took it to a lab in Wuhan, a level 4 research lab, of which there was only one in China, and there's only a handful on the planet, and screwed around with it to enhance it, to make it more infectious, to make it infectious to humans, perhaps to weaponize it, who knows. And funnily enough, parts of the U.S. government were funding that research. Well, no one wanted any of that to come out, so it was all hush hush. But I think everybody now has kind of figured out, the research lab was in Wuhan. That's where the virus started. It's kind of like everybody had to play connect the dot, and then all the dodgeball that was played by some media outlets about got loose from a meat market. Someone was eating monkeys or bats or whatever it was. Nothing to see here, go away. When come to find out, it was research that escaped from a lab. I think 99.9% of the people on the planet now can accept that. And part of the problem is that the World Health Organization gets the vast majority of its funding from China. That's where it gets its money from. And funnily enough, the World Health Organization basically gave China a pass. In the beginning, when this virus was rampant, and before anyone really even knew what it was, China clammed up. They didn't want to release any information about it at all, and they knew what was going on, and could have provided some information that would have been of great value to the rest of the planet and possibly saved millions of lives. But they didn't want to do that. And funnily enough, the WHO basically covered for them. Nothing to see here. China's complying. They're doing everything they can. They say they don't know nothing, so they don't know nothing. And what bugs me, so tying this all together, what bugs me is that YouTube can make their policy. Well, look, it's like baking a cake with dirty milk. They're basing their guidelines off an organization, the WHO, that doesn't have clean hands. And local health authorities, well, good Lord, they've still got mask mandates in parts of the United States. So you can always find some local health authority to back up what your policies are. It's just it's patently outrageous that they would be able to do this. And that's my thing. Are you part of the problem, or are you part of the solution? I'm still kind of on the fence. One side of the scale is the monetary gain we get from YouTube, the interaction that we get with all our friends and subscribers, which is great. The other part of it is turning a blind eye to some bullshit that's been going on, and it's a quandary. So I would like to ask people who've watched this video and who have an opinion to leave a comment about it and let me know what you think. Should I just shut up and go along and get along? Just what do you think? Because I can't seem to make a decision. I'm still on the fence. I'm not comfortable with it. Let's just put it that way. I'm not comfortable with it. But I'm not uncomfortable enough just to give YouTube the finger yet. Kind of on the fence. And just wondering if you kind subscribers would have anything to add. The flip side of this is that there's really no other platform to have a channel to do what I'm doing. There's some others out there, but they don't get any kind of the interaction and viewership and all the other that YouTube does. They just don't. And so I don't know. It's a quandary. I think I've talked about everything that I wanted to. I think I've gone through everything that I've wanted to go through, so I'll end this one up. Thank you, everyone. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.